YouTube, how is everybody? It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon and I am out riding the new Suzuki that I picked up over a month ago now, and I didn't tell you guys about it. I didn't even show you. I don't even think I've posted this on Instagram. I remember talking about it. I remember telling you guys that I was going to pick up a new Suzuki. And that was the last that I spoke about it. That was a while ago now. So I've had this bike for a month and I've been enjoying it. I've been riding it. I've been going to bike nights and just using it to do errands and all sorts of bits and pieces. But I haven't been filming or photographing it or anything like that. I've just kind of been enjoying it organically. And I've been doing other things on other bikes, and that's kind of taken priority because I've had this one for so long. And I am also going to be doing something super exciting and a little bit different on this one later this month. So because I'm doing that, I haven't really been obligated to do too much with the one that I've had in the garage. So here it is. This is the Suzuki GSXS1000GX, which I have shown you guys earlier in the year. I was at the dealer launch in Spain for this bike, so you guys have seen me ride it already, but I had it on loan for a little while anyway, and yeah, it's been very pleasant and I've been enjoying my time with it. I've just kind of not shown you. So it's now going back. It's going back to Suzuki, so I thought I would get some footage with it so you guys can see it on English soil. Let's go up here. What could possibly be up here? Ooh. It's the beginning of autumn, which I absolutely love, but it means getting used to the roads being more rubbish than they normally are. Please don't be a dead end. I absolutely cannot turn this bike around. See? Fallen leaves. Amazing. Outstanding. Beautiful. Oh, it is. Does it go? Does it go round? What is that? Is that... Okay, it's alright. We've still got tarmac. Happy days. So I've been riding this bike around for a month and I haven't done anything overly exciting with it. I'm just enjoying it. And I really struggled with this bike to begin with when I was in Spain on that launch event. The roads that we were going down were really technical and I found the bike quite heavy and I didn't really get along with the riding position of it. This is not my usual style of bike. It took me a while to... Oh my god. Which way do I want to... There's no fucking sign. Ugh. It took me a while to get a hang of the bike and get comfortable on it, and it was only half a day that I got to ride it for, so I didn't have long to get to grips with it. And when I did, it was great and I really liked it, but it took me a while, and now that I've got it for a length of time, I can get used to it. I am enjoying it. There are things that I don't love about it. It's physically big and heavy, and the bars on it, they feel like they're quite far apart, so it feels like your body is making a bigger shape. And so it feels quite clumsy. And when it starts working and you start getting used to it, it's really lovely, it's very nice. And it feels light, the steering is very light, the throttle is very light, it's got a lot of torque down low, so it feels like it's got a lot of energy. And for that reason it doesn't feel so heavy when you're going along. But when you get off it and you have to move it around, or if you do something you're not too sure about, or you have to come to a stop suddenly, that's when the weight suddenly creeps up on you. So for the most part, the bike feels peaceful to ride and I'm enjoying it. But when you come to face a little challenge, it stops feeling so good. So if a car came towards me now, the bike would suddenly feel very heavy. Right. This looks fun. Let's go up here. And I know that if I screwed up and I had to turn around, I would have a really hard time with that, so I don't know why I'm risking going up these little roads. Because I enjoy them, I like this. This is fun for me. obviously the bike has all of these electronics and all of these helpful tools. You can see I've got a beautiful TFT dash which has endless possibilities for phone connectivity and navigation and information in front of you, which is lovely. So there are many boxes that are ticked, and this is and does make a fantastic touring bike, and you guys are going to see some more of that later. Is that gravel? I can't tell if that's gravel or not. Just because I can't tell, I can see gravel, but that might just be temporary gravel. That might be displaced gravel that ends as soon as you go around the corner. But nah, that's a green lane. Okay, we made the right choice. So I'm glad I got to spend a lot of time on this bike and fix my rocky relationship with it. I think the bike has an interesting personality. I know inanimate objects tend not to have personalities, but this one has something quite reassuring from the moment that you start it up. It's a very basic inline 4,000cc engine, which I think a lot of people find uninspiring now. There's more interesting things out there. But this one feels very, very solid and dependable. When you start it up first thing, it makes this big, beautiful, smooth, low grumble. I think it idles quite high up, and so you get this very buttery noise, this very deep growl, and it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. And it sounds good when it's accelerating, and it's got a lot of power down low, so it does accelerate. And then the quicker you ride, the lighter it feels. So it feels very responsive and very agile, even though when you look at it you think that couldn't possibly be agile. But if I come face to face with a horse, I'm just going to have to turn around, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think this road is narrower than the length of the bike. This place, like, autumn has come early to this place. I haven't seen any trees with leaves on the ground yet, and all of a sudden they're all here. Ah, okay, I know where I am. Nicely done. As usual with these videos, you know that I'm getting on well with a bike if I choose to go down roads like that on it. Although that did get a little bit uncomfortable for a minute there. If something had come the other way, I'm not sure I would have been able to deal with it like I normally would be able to deal with it on a smaller and lighter bike. But I didn't mind taking my chances there. I think my major problem, and this is going to sound really ridiculous, but I'm going to say it anyway, and I'm sorry to Suzuki, but this bike is ugly. It's ugly. I don't like looking at it. It's got a horrible face. It doesn't even have a face that a mother could love. So it's not a lovable face. It's alright for me because I don't have to look at it because I'm riding it, and that's probably the best place to be. I know that it's got very nice, very effective LED headlights, and the beak of the motorcycle is very aerodynamic, and the wind does not hit me, and I will say it is very effective because you can go very fast on this bike and you don't feel the wind, so it's encouraging you to go faster, which is bad but also good. And maybe some aesthetic appeal has been sacrificed so that you can go fast on the motorcycle. I don't know what witchcraft is making this bike feel so light when it goes around little corners. It's honestly the weirdest thing, and it's so nice. It's like a treat. Although it does occasionally catch me out. Sometimes I'll accelerate by accident, maybe like I'll sneeze or something, and it will jolt forwards, and I'll be so surprised that I will be thrown back. But it recovers very quickly, so it doesn't actually do any damage, it just wakes you up. And it occasionally bites you, but more like it nibbles in a nice and entertaining way, so you can laugh about it rather than shit yourself. And I would say that the brakes are very good as well, and I know this because I came around a corner to a line of traffic and had to slam my brakes on. as hard as I could. The ABS kicked in and the bike shuddered to a stop, thankfully before it rear-ended a car or went into oncoming traffic, because I had to make that decision, and I decided I was going to rear-end the car, but I was going to hit it just right on the corner so that the repair bill wouldn't be too expensive, because it would just be like a corner panel rather than like the entire tailgate of the car. But probably while I was thinking that, I actually did have the time to react, and so the bike did stop rather than hit the car. And because that happened, and because there wasn't an insurance claim and I didn't have to deal with someone getting out and saying they've got whiplash because the bike hit them, the brakes are good, and the ABS is good as well, because although it did kick in, it still did stop. So and I will approach that corner with a little bit more respect going forwards. Oh, what does that mean? Got like a little flashy thing there, and I don't know what it means. It's like a squiggle with a squiggle through it. What happens when I throttle on? It's just... Oh, it's a traction control. It's something. I don't know what that was. That was great. It's doing it again. I'm gonna have to ask. Do you think it's scared? It looks like a little heartbeat symbol. I'll have to ask. Go on then, Ford Road, let's go. Who has right of way through this? Shit. It's just gone down my legs. Yay, that was fun. Now I don't need to wash the bike. Anyway, with that, I'm calling it a day. You guys will see a lot more of me and this bike. Not this exact bike, another one of the same bike, but not this one, very soon, and I'm very excited about that. It'll be a little bit more interesting than this video's been. I feel a little bit guilty for taking Suzuki's bike and just enjoying it for my own reasons and not spending the time creating content with it. I've been very selfish, but it's okay. You guys are going to see some more of it. I'll do it some justice. But I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Get out of the way. Why does this keep happening? Why do I keep having suicidal squirrels jumping out in front of me? Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Goodbye.